Spurs fans, the Spurs got beat on the scoreboard last night and pretty beat up on the court. What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Tough last night to the Oklahoma City Thunder, as that was the Thunder's first win versus the Spurs this season. The Spurs currently stand 3-1 against the Thunder. What's being talked about a lot last night, though, and during the live stream and since then, is the foul from SGA, or should I say the no call with SGA tripping Wemby. The big question is, was it intentional? I'm going to give my thoughts in just a few moments after you watch the video and break it down. And you know what? Let's just get into it. Here's a video of what happened last night to my right or your left. Wemby's going to be on the left side of your screen. SGA will be on the floor. Wemby's standing, legs closed. Wemby falls. No foul. If you didn't see it, I will go ahead and play it again. Keep an eye on the bottom left of your screen. The close, the trip, the fall. No foul. Okay, wasn't intentional. Again, I'll get to that in just a few moments, but we need to break this down. Let's break it down and dig deeper into what exactly happened. Here is the start of the play. Wemby is standing where most players would not want you to stand, in between their legs, but he is clearly going to be going for the ball, as you can see in the next picture. He's got the ball in his hands, and SGA is closing his legs. Now, the argument here I'm seeing online is that SGA was protecting his jingle bells. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you got Wembanyama standing there, and he's near your jingle bells, so your natural instinct will be to close your legs, right? All right. Let's go with that argument for a moment. There we see the legs close. Wemby starting to fall. Continuing to fall. And the franchise is about to hit the floor. Again, which has been happening far too often this season, seeing Victor Wembanyama on the floor. And let me add Stephon Castle to that list as well. Kind of tired of seeing our guys on the floor. I just actually noticed this initially. Look at Darren Fox. Right above my head. I didn't even catch this. He's like, hey, what's going on there? What happened? Was this a foul? Yes, this absolutely should have been a foul last night. It was not called a foul. And the Spurs did have a few calls maybe not go their way. I believe at some point in the game there was a goaltend against Wemby. And then almost the exact same thing happened on the other end. It was not a goaltend. Stephon Castle got fouled and took, one step and threw the ball up. It went in. And it was not an and one. So the call didn't go our way. That being said, we're focusing on this play here. And my main issue with how everything played out is the location of SGA's hands. Look where they are. And you might be like, what is this doofus talking about? Especially if you're a Thunder fan. What do his hands have to do with it? Right now, they're up. And now some are going to argue, well, he's being smart. He kept his hands up, TSR, to avoid the foul. You know, that's what he's doing. He doesn't want to get the foul, and it worked. He didn't get the foul. Let's go back. Let's go back in time. Let's get the flux capacitor fluxing and go backwards and reverse this. Hands are up right here where Wemby's already down. That makes sense. Well, went the wrong way. Wemby's falling out of him. Hands are up. Okay, that makes sense. Wemby's leg is in a pretty dangerous spot. Hands are still up. If you look at this slide, it's tough to see, but if you look at Wemby's left knee, you can clearly see the hand is up and the leg is still in a dangerous spot. My point here is that this whole time, SGA's got his hands up, which kind of contradicts that he was protecting the family jewels, does it not? I know when my boys are threatened, my natural instinct is not to go like this. It's to go, whoop. My hands are going down, my arm doing something. I'm protecting the heck out of those things like my life depending on it. You're not getting in there. It's freaking Fort Knox in front of there right now. Sure, I would probably close my legs like SGA did if somebody's standing there, but I'm also going to put my hands right here in case his ankle, any part of his body, his foot, anything's about to hit me where the sun doesn't shine. I am covering up the McNuggets. I don't think just closing your leg when there's a size zillion Wemba sneaker there is going to protect your Wemba ding dong. So in short, was this intentional? Honestly, it's 50-50. If you're a Spurs fan, and I am a Spurs fan, which is clearly obvious if you're new to the channel, you're going to say it was intentional. If you're a Thunder fan, you're going to say it's not. Looking at the evidence and breaking it down with you guys, I really don't know. I hope not. I've never thought of SGA as a dirty type of player. Of course, I don't watch every Thunder game. Maybe he is. I don't know. I know he can be a foul baiter. He draws fouls, and hey, he gets the whistles. It is what it is. But him, not so much. Dort, yes. I've seen Dort make dirty plays, so dirty Dort, absolutely. But SGA, not so much. But I just don't like how it plays out where the legs close and this is happening. If the argument is here he's protecting himself, then the arms should be going down. Just like if you're about to get punched in the face. You ain't going like this. You're going to put your hands up in some kind of defensive position. And I didn't see that in this play. Now, it also, in real time, it happens real quick. Who knows what he's thinking? Only SGA knows if he had the quick thought process of, I'm going to take Wemby's leg out, because if you can't beat him, break him. And they hadn't beaten us up to that point. Who knows? Wemby postgame, he said the physicality was a bit much. We saw Wemby get dropped by contact. I think Champagne got hit. Castle got hit. Probably Kornet, because he's always getting popped in the face. That was a little ridiculous last night. And then also we got to stop and talk about Wemby for a second. He's been getting beaten up a lot this year. And I know he's not going to get the calls that an SGA gets or a LeBron, those Steph Curry, those type of superstars. But the league has a duty, if you will, in my opinion, to protect their superstars, especially a potential superstar and future face of the NBA. I'm not saying give him ticky-tack calls. Absolutely not. But if he's getting fouled or knocked down or people are abusing him, you need to call foul. And this could be a circumstance, this might be odd to say, but maybe the NBA doesn't know how to ref Wembanyama. He kind of alluded to that last night in his interview with the goaltender where, he's so tall and can get to shots that most players can't so quickly. It just might look like to the refs, well, that's got to be a goaltend. Who knows? The refs didn't really know how to call Shaq back in the 90s. He was getting away with a lot of offensive fouls, throwing his 300-pound body into people's frames and knocking them around and getting away with it. And maybe this could be the Wemby effect kind of as well, or the big man effect where you got a guy that's 7'6", and he's getting manhandled out there or getting hit in ways he shouldn't be on the court, and the refs just might not know what to call it. Kind of like a really, really short player or a really, really tall player in the MLB, and their strike zone should be the same as everybody else from their knees up to the letters, but for some reason it's inconsistent. And I think that's the issue we're having with Wemby, Spurs fans, is the refs, even in year 3, don't quite know how to call fouls, legit and non-fouls and fouls, with Wemby because he's so freaking big, and it's frustrating. And seeing him getting bumped all the time, he took a shot to the knee last night by SGA. I do think that was unintentional. SGA was making a move. Wemby stepped out, ran into his knee. I don't think that was intentional. This one, again, I'm hoping it's not, but it may have been. Again, only SGA knows. Drop a comment down below. I think I see how this is going to go, but you never know. Do you think this is intentional last night? We saw Brandon Podziemski do a sweep the leg Cobra Kai move on Wemby a few months ago in the Warriors game. Do you think this is a similar incident? Is this intentional? Are players targeting Wemby because he's such a unicorn and such a beast and so much to deal with? The easiest way is just attack the legs. Man can't. What's the old saying? A man can't fight. A man can't stand. A man can't fight. Right? Karate Kid 3, something like that. Drop a comment. Please be respectful in the comments. I know, respectful. I know this can get a little heated. So if Thunder fans and Spurs fans, if you guys are chatting, I'd rather see constructive why you think this is intentional or not, instead of just SJ's a piece of trash or Wemby's a giant wimp, or just simple little comments like that is not going to give me an idea of why you think this played out the way it did. Hit the thumbs up if you like, support the channel, and subscribe to become part of our awesome Spurs community. I thank you, and as always, go Spurs go!